When we were kids, our parents warned us about strangers, traffic, not sticking forks in electrical outlets. Turns out, we probably should have started with our toy box.
This is the Welcome Distraction Podcast with the Kemp Brothers. Their immature stories, thoughts, and opinions are their own and should be taken with the same level of seriousness as a drunk uncle's late-night conspiracy theory. They are not responsible for any brain cells lost, friendships ruined, or questionable life choices made under their influence. Now buckle up, buttercups.
Today, we're counting down the top 10 most dangerous toys of all time. The playthings that somehow made it through design, manufacturing, and apparently every safety inspector on the planet. We're talking about toys that launch projectiles at your face, trapped fingers, ripped out your hair, exposed kids to asbestos, caused severe burns, and yes, one actually came with real radioactive material. Because apparently, there was a time when someone looked at uranium and thought, you know who'd love this? An 8-year-old? We're going to count them down from 10 to 1, sharing the stories behind the recalls, the injuries, and how these infamous toys forever change safety standards. So grab your favorite childhood toy, hopefully one that didn't require a trip to the emergency room. This is the Welcome Distraction, and these are the top 10 most dangerous toys of all time. Let's count them down. We're going to start right with it at number 10. Number 10 is an Aqua Dot. At first glance, Aqua Dots look like the perfect arts and crafts toy. Kids arranged colorful beads into patterns and sprayed them with water to fuse together pretty much everything. No glue, no mess, just creativity. Unfortunately, investigators discovered the coating on some beads contained a chemical that metabolized into GHB. Yes, I'm talking the same GHB. That's the rape drug. Yes, children who swallowed the beads suffered seizures, unconscious, and became comatose. What happened? More than 4.2 million kids were recalled worldwide. And in 2007, the product was later reformulated with safe materials. No rape drug.
So then all the college fraternity guys were saving these. Hey, man, you got any more than Aqua Dots? I'm going up to the bar.
You got to think that at some point somebody was like, hey, the chemical we're using for this is kind of unsafe. And they were like, yeah, don't worry about it. Nobody's going to find out.
Shut the hell up. It's Aqua Dot.
Yeah, don't worry about that little guy.
Then kids started eating them and getting raped. Like,
oh, you got bigger problems than Aqua
remember
Dots.
in my sandbox, I had some Aqua
Eating
Dots.
a toy and getting butt raped.
this is like chloroform.
Hey, what did I tell you, man? You can't go out drinking Aqua Dots, getting blackout play drunk. It's in my sandbox. Next thing I knew, I woke up in my bed.
Yeah, get chocolate wasted, getting Aqua Dot wasted. Hey, man.
I keep
What
it in the
is
shoebox.
wrong with Tommy? He's been playing with those Aqua Dots all day. Loopy as shit.
All right. That's just for starters,
Passed
right? We're
out.
getting started. Moving on to number 9. Number 9, the CSI Fingerprint Examination Kit. Released in 2007. Inspired by the hit television series, this forensic science kit allowed kids to dust for fingerprints, just like the real crime investigators. The shocking discovery came when independent testing revealed that fingerprint powder contained tremolite asbestos. Yes, I said asbestos. Yeah, one of the hazards formed was asbestos. Repeated exposure could pose a lifetime of serious lung disease. Yeah, crazy.
If
so
you're
what
trying
happened
to
was
solve a murder, a little asbestos isn't. Come on, you got a murder to solve.
Yeah,
So you can take this CSI kit and find the people that made the Aqua Dots, right?
That's right.
And
You're like,
put the GH in there.
I got you, buddy. Hey, you know them Aqua Dots could use? A little bit of asbestos and your fingerprint.
Yeah, who made the Aqua Dots? Let's get our fingerprint kit.
Dang.
Wow.
This is
That
too
one was,
new to be having
quickly
crazy
discontinued and recalled from the laboratory after the testing. Believe it or not, they had to be pressured to go ahead and get rid of this.
And these were
People
both in
asbestos,
2007.
They still.
shit.
Who was in charge of shit back then?
Nobody.
Apparently no one.
I mean, probably the guy from CSI, redheaded dude, David
They were
Caruso.
like,
Yeah.
the
guy that said
Aqua
the
Dots
cool
thing
stuff.
came out, and they're like, yeah,
Looks like somebody's going to have fingerprints on their ass.
Looks like someone's
Aqua
been
Dots
dealing a
issue
little
was-
Aqua Dots.
The Aqua Dots issue
Sunglasses.
was determined, and they were like, you know what, give the guy another chance. You know, he just started, right? and then the asbestos issue came out. And they're like,
All right.
we gotta let him go.
All right.
Send him home with some Aqua Dots.
About
All right,
we're
fingerprinting
moving
material.
on.
Could be wrong.
Number 8 is Magnatech's Buckyballs. Released in 2003, Buckyballs in 2009. These powerful
Buckyballs.
magnetic building toys encourage creativity with rare earth neodymium magnets. The
This is like
danger
some
came when
Wakanda
multiple
shit?
magnets were swallowed. Inside the body, they could
No
be trapped
shit.
through the walls of intestines, causing
You
life-threatening
can't eat
internal injuries.
magnets?
Yeah, the kids would eat them. They get in their intestines, and then they'd keep working,
Jeez.
causing blockage going from
Why
organ to
is-
organ.
The fork stuck to your belly, Tommy. Are you stabbed?
And what would happen
Nope.
is when the magnets got in there and got stuck, they're not going anywhere. So millions of magnets and toys were recalled. Lots of kids had to have surgery to get them removed. A lot of fun was had by magnet buckyballs.
But they're probably easy to remove, right? You just make the incision, insert metal tool, got it. Ding, ding. Yep, done.
Yeah. Hey,
What a
how are you
name,
getting that
though.
out? Yeah, we need our medical
Magnetics.
buckyballs.
Buckyballs. Wow. Yeah. Amazing
crazy.
magnetic toy
I
you
remember
can
these.
put down. I get it. Can't put it down.
Yeah, I remember these
But
quite a bit.
anything's dangerous if you start eating this shit.
Yep.
Just like
that is true. So I
pods.
blame you,
Tide
parents.
pods.
Yeah, true.
So could you just mix your Aquedots with the magnetic buckyballs? And what the hell's buckyballs?
Yeah.
What the
I don't
hell?
know. Who's
Hey,
playing
man,
these
who made
buckyballs?
these?
Get your
Bucky.
CSI Fingerprint.
Yeah,
All right,
Bucky
we're
made
moving
'em.
on.
All right. Buckyballs.
Number
Maybe they sold 'em at
7.
Bucky?
It's one that everybody knows about, and actually it was redesigned again in 2007. We are talking about the Easy Bake Oven.
Yeah.
Easy Bake Oven, re-released in 2007, had been a childhood favorite for decades, but redesigned in 2007. The front-loading opening could easily trap children's fingers inside. Internal temperatures were hot enough to cause severe third-degree burns.
It's an
'Cause
oven.
back in the day, I don't. Maybe they didn't care
Stick
about
your
kids
fucking
burning so
fingers
much.
in there.
Yeah,
Gave your
screw
kid a
them
fucking
fingers.
oven.
Get back in there to your Easy Bake Oven, One
Hey,
child even
fat.
required a partial finger amputation. Yeah. So what
caught in the
happened
oven.
was Hasbro. You know what else Hasbro made? Transformers. Yeah.
Buckyballs.
Hasbro ended up recalling approximately 1 million units in late 2007.
So how long does one cook a finger in an Easy Bake Oven? I mean,
Yeah,
you got to
and
think
tell
too.
you-
This is like light bulbs and shit. How long?
Yeah,
are
so
you
when they
leaving your finger
redesigned it,
in there?
they tried to make it, push the envelope even farther. So, I'm sure they're like, no, nobody's gonna burn themselves on it. It's an oven, right? But it's still a kid's toy, They're gonna do dumb stuff.
Didn't it take like
Fun.
10 hours to make anything in there? Like, yay, I got a piece of toast.
Yeah,
There's 6 hours. No,
I just
it's not
gotta run
cooked,
out,
it's
run
just
some
stale.
errands, and we'll leave the Easy Bake Oven on. Hopefully the house doesn't burn down.
Hey, don't put your fingers in there. Remember, it's an
Yeah.
oven. No, it's not.
It's crazy, but they tried again. It was redesigned and still ended up being a safety hazard.
We should
Right.
cook some cupcakes on the Easy Bake Oven on an episode. It would be nothing but us sitting around for 4 hours waiting for the cupcakes to
Crazy.
cook in an Easy Bake Oven.
All right, moving on to number 6. This one, if you haven't seen, is a little bit different. Number 6 is the Cabbage Patch Snacktime Kid, released in 1996. This interactive doll could actually eat plastic using motorized roller hidden inside its mouth. See, the problem with this one was there was no off button. It would just chew and chew and chew. It wasn't like a release. So those rollers couldn't tell the difference between pretend food and a child's finger, a hamster, whatever it may be.
We're all
it was going
thinking
to
it.
chew up
Okay.
whatever you put.
We're all thinking it. We're all thinking it.
American
you know.
Pie.
All right. So I know it's a kid's toy, but some idiot, whether young and old, and probably took it a little too far and fed that a little, we'll say a tiny morsel of some sort. So I'm sure some emergency.
Vienna sausage. Yeah. Vienna sausage. Yeah.
No, yeah,
That's
no.
what
I
I'm
just wanted to see if it could handle a hot dog. I mean, what do you do?
You're talking about
So the guy walks into a emergency room with this little kid's doll stuck on his crotch. What are you doing, sir? Sir, do not walk in there. Why are your hands on the back?
he was
head
clearly enjoying snack time, sir.
I'm just
He
trying to
was
find the
all-
off button here.
He was all up in this Cabbage Patch snack time kid.
Yeah,
loving
it's
it
crazy.
strong.
The jaw had no off switch, so no, it would clamp down. It's clamping down.
What kind of testing was done on this? Like you had to know
None.
that.
They built a Cabbage
Anything-
Patch doll with lockjaw. Crazy. All right, moving on to number 5. This one was used a lot by kids recently. It seemed like it lasted for quite a while. We're calling it number 5. Sky Dancers, released in 1994. The Sky Dancers promised magical flying fairy dolls that somehow they soared through the air with the simple of pulling a string. Instead, they often flew unpredictably into the faces and eyes and walls, causing injuries ranging from corneal scratches and broken teeth and concussions. Yeah, they ended up recalling over 8.9 million of these Sky Dancers. And I remember these. They never work like they were. I think we've seen the videos where the kid just opened it up under Christmas. And they're like, yay. And they pull it. And there it goes right into the fireplace. Straight into the fireplace. Sky Dancers on fire.
Not the firework. Right where it's supposed to go.
Damn, it's just like the easy bake oven.
Yeah. So something so simple as this could still end up being a projectile and, really just.
But that's like anything. Anything can be a flying projectile. Mm-hmm. Sure, this one was meant to fly, but go outside and play with it or a big room.
Yeah.
Stand right over it, pull the zip cord and look down at it.
Yeah. If enough kids stick anything in their mouth, they're going to be like, now we got to recall that. It's the toys problem.
You never know where a firework is going when you light it off. But they still sell those.
It's true.
That's true.
Operator error.
You should feed the Sky Dancer to the Cabbage Patch Kid.
Ooh, Sky Dancers, this one would be number 5. Debatable. But I guess so. If 4.9 million of them are recalled, I guess they're pretty dangerous. All right, moving on to number 4. It's a Battlestar Galactica Colonial Viper, released in 1978. Yeah, this one's been around a while.
Safe.
It's based on the hit science fiction series. The Colonial Viper featured spring-loaded plastic missiles that kids loved launching. Imagine that. Sadly, those projectiles ended up choking hazards after a 4-year-old tragically died. Yeah, 4-year-old died.
I got dark.
Choking on it.
Huh.
How do you
a
think that
bullseye.
happened? Kid just. You call it tragic. I call it bullseye.
The hell of a shot.
Yeah. It's like
it's like when
Luke fired the torpedo thing into the Death Star.
It sounds like the Colonial Viper did its job.
Yeah. It sounds like we had a winner of the Battlestar Galactica battle. All right. Just saying.
So what ended up happening was the toy was recalled in 1979. Took a whole year. A 4-year-old died, and he helped establish today's mandatory choking hazards warning label. So apparently there was no really warning labels for choking hazards till at least 1979.
So he was the real hero.
That's it.
He had to swallow one Battlestar Galactica missile. But how many kids did he save by swallowing that?
Do you think they put a picture of the toy on his tombstone?
Yeah. One small missile for humankind. One small missile for Tommy, but one giant leap for humankind.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Way to go, Tommy. I love you, man. 21 Battlestar Galactica salute. All right, we're moving on.
Watch out.
Damn it. Our next toy on this countdown today is something you've definitely heard of before if you played with any toys. It's number 3. The Creepy Crawler Thing Maker. All right. These are made in all different kinds of versions, right? Stick to the wall, plastics, things like that. But this one specifically. The toy let the children create rubber insects by pouring liquid plastic goop into molds and baking them on exposed metal hot plate. The hot plate reached 300 degrees Fahrenheit, leading to countless burns.
Yeah.
Heated chemicals produce potentially harmful fumes. So it wasn't just the hot plate. It was the fact that you're cooking plastic.
Should have been cooking on this thing instead of that easy bake oven.
Idea. How many times did you ever burn plastic, may on purpose or an accident? You're like, yeah, cancer.
What's going on in there? I'm just making my thing maker, creepy crawlers. Okay, have fun.
Yeah. Weed.
Stick your finger in the easy bake oven, though.
Hey, Dad's coming. We're smoking weed. Dad's coming. Quick, get the creepy crawler thing out.
No. What wasn't going on in here? Making creepy crawlers. Yeah, creepy crawlers smell like weed.
So what happened was it was eventually replaced with a much safer molding system. Not nearly as much fun, whatever. Creepy crawlers are number 3. All right, moving on. Number 2. Number 2 is lawn darts or lawn jarts. Released in the late 1950s, what seemed like a harmless backyard game actually involved throwing heavy pointed metal darts high into the air toward a targeted ring. Those darts missed their mark. They could strike even with a devastating force, causing skull fractures, brain injuries, and multiple fatalities. Wow, one wasn't
a
enough.
Winner or loser.
So, yeah, this was released in the 1950s, and it stuck around for decades. Multiple decades.
Like 40 years.
So lawn darts were officially banned for consumer sale. It's later than you think. later. This was the 50s, 1988. They kept it around for over 30 years. Multiple
I wonder
fatalities.
what the final straw was.
Just-
They're like, you know what?
You mean the final dart?
Just got killed. We got to do something.
Well, and these things,
Maybe-
obviously the poster doesn't do much. They were huge, right? These were giant darts. They weren't dartboard size. They were huge, So you could see how they could take out a person or two. Yeah.
I feel like I
Dozens
remember
of death.
having something like these lawn darts.
Yeah, I think there's still I think we even have a plastic version of them that are way different. That I don't believe would penetrate the skin, but we can give it a try.
Find out.
It's like a pool
Why are they
version or
called-
something like that, right?
Why do they call them jarts? What's a jart?
I don't know.
Jay.
We'll find out.
Jar.
We'll add that
That's
in.
after you get impaled in the head. You're like, hey, throw me the lawn jart. That's fine. Just call it jarts too.
You mean dart? No,
Jar.
jart.
You got a jart in your head, man.
I like you, man.
Lawn jart.
I like
Yes.
Yeah. Lawn darts. That's
All right.
crazy.
We've reached the time of the number one. This one shocked me. I know my fellow Kemp brothers maybe don't know this one even existed. I did not until I saw this countdown, but it is absolutely warranted for number one on our list of top 10 most dangerous toys of all time. Is the Gilbert U-238 Atomic Energy Lab, released in 1950. Yeah, this was an actual radioactive atomic energy lab. No toy better represents different era than this, marketed as an educational science kit and encouraged children to explore this exciting world of atomic energy. Yeah, I know what's going through your head. You're like, they were teaching those kids how to build atomic bombs. Yeah, the kit included real Geiger counter, a cloud chamber, and actual uranium burying ore samples, allowing children to handle radioactive materials at home. While the manufacturer claimed radiation exposure was minimal, history proved otherwise. Yeah. What happened is the Atomic Energy Lab disappeared from store shelves after only a year because of poor sales, its high costs, and growing concerns of giving children radioactive materials. Yeah, it's crazy.
need one of these.
This was a toy that kids played with.
I need one of these.
It's only like 5 years after we dropped the atomic bomb in Japan. Like, who thought this was a good idea?
Like, hey, it's all the rage. So it says performs over 150 exciting experiments. How many experiments and what type of experiments are these kids performing? They're just out there killing animals and then testing them for radiation, testing the dirt for radiation. Hey, do you think they ever did any atomic testing out here in this dirt? Oh, shit. Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
And then
Is there an
You gotta get
alarm? You
the
think they're like, oh,
combination
too much radioactive, and it starts going off like a buzzer to let you know that you're unsafe levels. Back off, Timmy. Back off.
Go out into the backyard. Mom's walking up.
Keyboard.
Mom, put your
Keyboard.
goggles on. Put your goggles on. We're about to test this thing. Yeah, watch out for the fallout in the mushroom cloud. Oh my god.
Timmy just blew out the back windows again, building atomic bomb.
Where's your
Who's
little brother?
gone?
Oh, he's got a lawn dart in his head back there.
Timmy's going places. Yeah,
Yeah.
Timmy
Who
can
threw
play
it?
with me more.
Get the CSI fingerprint kit.
Yeah, Timmy's going places. Yeah,
You
he's going
saw
down.
nothing. Saw all these Aqua Dots.
Yeah, he ate some Aqua Dots and started throwing lawn darts. I needed to test him for this radioactive shit.
Timmy
Yeah,
went
I
on
know.
to
Tom-
create the Aquedots.
And then he used the
His name was Bucky, actually.
Buckyballs.
Yeah, so that's crazy. Now, again, I had no idea this existed. This was even a thing that they allowed kids to play with radioactive material, but absolutely deserving of our number one spot on the list of dangerous toys of all time. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is when they also thought, cigarettes, it didn't matter. Shit.
We're going to wrap up this edition of the Welcome Distraction. I hope you guys have enjoyed the top 10 most dangerous toys of all time that I can't believe are even out there. Some, okay, maybe it's more than parents. Others, just unbelievable that they were actually called toys. Yeah. Well, it's safe to say the childhood looked a little different back then. Thankfully, these disasters led to the safety standards and warning labels that protect kids today. Now, we want to hear from you. Which of these dangerous toys did you own growing up? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed today's countdown, be sure to like, subscribe, follow, and share the Welcome Distraction podcast. Until next time, I'm Chris.
I'm Brett.
Nick. Stay safe out there. Avoid radioactive toys. And thanks for joining us on the Welcome Distraction.
Get some Aqua Dots.
Don't drink Aquedots.